Konnichiwa everybody, welcome back. Now this is a bit of a follow-up to my video a couple of weeks ago now about game box art, and since then my good mate Dave has done a sort of video response, and also Mark Geordie Slasher has done one as well, putting their take on, you know, their opinions on box art, and they both made some great points. And you know, without doubt, it's not specifically, you know, focused on what I put in my last video. You know, good box art spans the entire sort of field of gaming in some way. You know, you'll find nice boxes for everything if you look hard enough. So this is just a few more of that I particularly like in my collection. I'm going to keep running with these videos. It's a bit different. Feel free if you want to, you know, show your own off, by all means, like Dave and Mark have. I would like to start this video though, to be honest, by just trying to correct Dave in the errors of his ways, because I agree the Spectrum artwork, or some of it, is absolutely brilliant, and it most definitely was a period in time where the box art sold you the game, because very often you hadn't even seen the game, what it looked like or anything, and you bought the game entirely on your perception of the box art. And so in many ways that is arguably the best period for box art, because it had to be good to get you to buy the game in the first place. And all the games that Dave picked out were brilliant. And I've got to say, I was going to include Renegade on my next episode, but he stole that one from me. But no hard feelings. It's an awesome cover and an awesome game, the best on the Spectrum for me. However, I need to correct you, David, on the error of your judgment, because you failed, massively failed, to highlight one of the greatest boxes on the Spectrum. So I'm going to put that to right now. Now, I've got to say, I'm a massive fan of the Codemasters 8-bit boxes, and 16-bit for that matter, but particularly the 8-bit boxes are very iconic, the white, yellow and blue covers. And so, the one I'm going to show first is one of these. And like I say, David should have showed this, because it is one of the, well, it's one of the greatest games on the Spectrum, but it's got amazing artwork highlighting these beautiful Codemasters boxes. And the game I'm talking about, of course, is Treasure Island Dizzy. Just beautiful artwork. Like I say, I love these Codemasters boxes, but the Dizzy games are obviously the best of the Codemasters boxes. They all follow a similar sort of format, the Codemasters boxes, but just look at that beautiful egg on there. What were you thinking, David? You had to include at least one Dizzy game, surely. But nevertheless, I've done it for you, and we've now righted that wrong. So that's Treasure Island Dizzy on the Spectrum. This is all said in jest, obviously. Now another amazing Spectrum cover, in my opinion, is Alternative World Games by Gremlin. Now I particularly like this one because it takes the form of like a naughty seaside postcard, which, you know, they were like iconic to me back when I was a kid. You know, your parents would send a postcard home to their friends and family, whatever, and there would always be some like rude cartoony style postcards. That amazing. But this to me is in that style, and it's just absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love it. And the back, I mean, the back's not quite as good, but the front cover, you know, that would make you want to buy the game back in the day when you were a kid. Like Dave says, looking at your games in boots. Oh, halcyon days. But then, obviously, Mark threw a different perspective on it. He was talking more about modern games, and again, there are some great covers on modern games, and I've got to agree. I'll put links to Dave's and Mark's video in the description. If you haven't watched them, go check them out. Both great videos, great lads. So I've picked out a couple of sort of more modern covers that I particularly like as well. The first one we've got is an Xbox 360 title, and we've got Street Fighter X Tekken. Now, I mean, just look at the artwork on there. It's an absolute stunner. I mean, it's a beautiful game as well, to be fair, but, you know, it's not my immediate thought process to think of a more modern game for having great artwork, but there definitely some have. That being one of them. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Street Fighter X Tekken. Another one that's particularly nice, I mean, there's a few in this style, we'll probably come back to this in future episodes, but the one I've picked out today is Blade Strangers. Now, obviously, this has got particular highlights because it's a bit of a girly beat 'em up. This is obviously a Japanese game and cover, but it's, you know, it's beautiful artwork. Absolutely beautiful. Another good one-on-one fighter. I mean, this does have nice artwork on the back as well. I'm not sure if there's any. Oh, actually, yeah. But you get a manual with this. But you also get a nice reversible cover, which, to be fair, I don't know if it's the same. Is it the same image? No, it's a different image. So, you know, you've got a choice of nice artwork with that one. So again, a very modern game with good artwork. However, for me, you've got to go older for it to be, you know, as stunning as it gets, really. So I've got another two to show today, both for the Mega Drive. Now, this first one just shows you how kind of vastly different covers were between Japanese and sort of English language variants, because this is a very basic game that has got a very bland cover on, like the PAL and the US release, but the Japanese version, although it is it's for a very basic game, the cover art on it, you know, it's on another level. I'm talking about columns. I mean, when you compare it to the English box, which I'll hopefully show here somewhere, you know, there's thought and imagination gone into this, isn't there? Just, you know, they've gone above and beyond here to design a sexy box for what basically is a falling duel game. It's even on the back as well, you know, on another level. I know it's only a basic game, but you can't deny the effort that somebody has made to draw a nice cover to present the game in such a way that it makes it look probably a lot more exciting than the game actually is, but just stunning, absolutely stunning. That's Columns. Had to end on one of my personal favourites. Again, can't get through an episode without mentioning Outrun in some way. So we've got today Turbo Outrun. Now, the English box is quite nice, I must admit, but it's not quite as nice as this, because look, that beautiful image on the whole of the box, which is commonplace on Japanese Mega Drive games. I don't know why they didn't transfer this onto foreign releases, because they're so much nicer without all the black, you know, masking the artwork. But again, this is one of these beautiful covers that sort of cover, you know, is a constant picture across the front, the back and the spine of the box. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. And again, although, like I say, I think Dave and Mark had excellent points and the great artwork in other periods, this 16-bit Mega Drive, Super Nintendo period, or Super Famicom, more than Super Nintendo to be fair, it's just unbeatable to me. And so there we go. That's Turbo Outrun on the Mega Drive. What did you think of those? Let me know. Do your own video if you want to. Entirely up to you. All are welcome. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. And sayonara.